I only signed up because you were going. You put our names down as a joke, but then before you know it, we're locked hand in hand on the rocket launch pad. Used to just be friends. Now so much more than that. We took off not knowing that we'd never land. Rosy cheeks, stomachs flipping like an acrobat. You whisper in my ear that even if it doesn't go to plan, that'll be just fine, because you're already in your dreamland. See, you were always the gecko next door for me, and I couldn't believe that the papers could be so naive. You know, the Telegraph described this as a sex mission, completely missing my admission that you give me definition. Love might be risky business, but with you it feels like I've completed the impossible mission. Like Tom Cruise, but without the Scientology. We're just having top fun studying astrology. Before I met you, I was just a broken gecko bulb, and then you came along like a gecko technician and made me shine again. You're the ink to my fountain pen, and my only suspicion, something I think about now and then, is why a gecko like you would be with a gecko like me. But you just bat away my inhibitions with some caramelized crickets. Know that that's our favourite food because it's our Friday night tradition. But I'm still wishing I could go back and fix those papers' omission. Tell them you must be like the Lizard of Oz, the world's best magician. 'Cause you got a spell on my heart, not even death would do us part. Yeah, this is Romeo and Juliet, Gecko edition. Before I met you, I felt like 50 Cent in Poundland, walking round the world empty-handed. Not half there, then you met my stare. Your fingers fit in mine and your laughter was so contagious. Fun all over and such a love for exploration. Nothing could contain us, pain us, and nothing could refrain us. Now I'm up in space, just want to stare at your angel-like qualities. I've always told you that I'd love you to the moon and back. That if I could put the stars at the sky for you, I'd leave them jet black. That one day we'd fly to Saturn's rings and never come back. And then we got in the back seat of my little gecko Cadillac. No reptile dysfunction here, no we can perform. But this is love, not lust, and just before. You see, I know that we're cold-blooded, but you make my heart feel warm. And look, there's Saturn now. You couldn't plan it better. There's the Milky Way, let's try and eat it together. My mum always feared I lacked a little endeavour. She'd be so proud I found a superstar like you for my forever. Well, I guess it's kind of romantic that it's up in space we're gonna freeze. We've come so far. I still remember our first kiss back in your parents' tree. After I stood outside your window, playing Hello by Lionel Richie on a little gecko boombox, and it filled you up with gecko glee. You've always loved your music, so when I got down on one knee, I heard 4 rhinoceros beetles to play that insect classic, Let It Be. You told me to shut my eyes and count slowly up to 3. Then put your own ring on my finger and said, let's go explore the galaxy. Now there's the worlds around my window, but you're still looking at me. But now the ice is spreading over the walls and floors like a Hollywood scene. So we're gonna take it into the third person, so we can watch it like the big screen. Sparkling ice spreads like running water down the street. Our geckos shuffle closer together as the ice takes hold of their feet. Sets them frozen in position where their mission's gonna end, and they link up their hands so tight and the warmth is like a godsend. The ice is wrapping round their knees, they know they're never getting free, so they just pretend they're back in their teens. At our parents' silver birch tree. Babe, says the guy gecko, I'll love you forever. And she says, of course I love you too, but call me babe again and ice or not, your balls are staying blue. And then they both start laughing. That laugh they've laughed 100,000 times. On gecko dates at gecko fairs where they once won a gecko prize. And gecko clubs and gecko pubs, now gecko trips into the skies. And gecko lows when times were tough. And more so during gecko highs. But now with water in his eyes, he's running out of time for real goodbyes. But he just can't bring himself to say it. His little gecko heart just couldn't take it. Geckos don't have eyelids, at least their gaze will never break. There's no mistaking. As the ice takes over, starts to wrap around his shoulders, he's just glad that in his little life he ever got to know her. And she just smiles her gecko smile and speaks their final truth. She says, I don't mind being frozen solid, if it means I'll be frozen in time with you. Hands forever together they kiss, and the last thing they feel is the warmth of each other's lips as the ice locks them in time so perfectly. Comets pass and supernovas blast like flowers blooming fervently, and Venus sings to signal that gladiator's certainty that this kiss between two geckos will echo in eternity. Thank you.
Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, we'd appreciate it if you could hit the like button, if you could hit the subscribe button, and make sure to ring that bell icon so you don't miss any updates from us in the future. If you want to go that extra mile and support us a little further, we do have a Patreon channel with loads of exclusive goodies, and you can sign up for as little as $1 a month. We appreciate your help, guys, and hopefully we'll see you again soon.